My content's for educational purposes only. Can't stress enough for you guys to do your own research. Praise my content in the areas you find. Please throw it in the comments. No ego here. I will fix it. None of us have lived long enough to know all the transpired in the past, and none of us can live long enough to know all there is to learn. Never feel like your cup of knowledge is full, people. Pride precedes the fall. Okay? First, I want to salute all the good people out there, you know. I feel good every day, but today's particularly a day to be grateful for me. Anyway, I'm going to talk to y'all tonight, man, because we're all different. We all embody different energies, and some of us are on different parts. Well, we're all on different parts of our own. We're all on different parts of the same journey in our own individual life. So, regardless of what circumstances you may be faced with right now, let me just give y'all what I came on here to give y'all. And that is this. Believe in yourself, man. Believe in your greatness. I don't give a fuck if nobody else sees it. Nobody else is conscientious of it. Nobody else recognizes it. You have to recognize it. You have to believe it wholeheartedly that you're great. Regardless of how many stand in opposition of that greatness. What are they standing in opposition of anyway? Why are they even in opposition to you? Something got to be bothering, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, don't allow no set of circumstances, no group of individuals, especially those in a herdish mentality, develop a less than confident outlook or perception that you hold of and on yourself. Because if you let that happen, you'll never, if you're worrying about what others feel, say, and do, you'll never first of all discover your purpose. Second of all, it'll be hard for you to achieve anything except for what they want for you. I can't speak for nobody else, but how many people do you know without doubt of contradiction want the best for you? How many people do you know without doubt of contradiction support you in whatever endeavors you're striving towards attaining? Got news for you, people. You got to be your own cheerleader. You got to be your own support system. You have to embody the self-determination, dedication, self-application, inner will and strength to push through all the bullshit that people gonna throw your way. especially if you're on the side of righteousness. You know, and you're moving in a dignified, you know, moving with a dignified constitution. You're going to have a lot of opposition, but motherfucker, mother had them, didn't he? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, and shout out to Hove, man, because Hove is where I first heard this from, you know, and it's only right that I pay homage, you know, to anybody that has enlightened me on something that I'm expounding upon. So yeah, shout out to him. You know, actually, it's a documentary of his. A Genius Leaves the Hood. You know, you gotta believe in your own greatness, man. If not you, then who? You know. You being confident in yourself, in your capabilities. If they got at it, that can't be what's bothering them. And if it is, that's a sign of their weakness, not yours. So pay that shit no mind. Keep pushing. Excuse me. Can't nobody play you but you. You know. But that statement will resonate more so for individuals that have done the work. Well, what the fuck is the work, Malik? What's the work? Let me tell you what the work is. Let me tell you people what the work is. The work is, and if you've been paying attention to the videos, or if you are a subscriber of the channel, and you have yet to look through the videos, I'm going to sum it up for the people. The work is taking responsibility for the part that you play in your life. Taking accountability for your grown ass, funky ass, man or woman. If you above the age of 30, ain't no excuse. You got to take responsibility for your actions, your mistakes, etc. Everything you, as an individual, pull the trigger on as far as the decision is concerned. Because even if you do something that you regret later, you pulled the trigger on that idea. That thought that came into your mind. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you act on it. You were the initiate. So, getting back to it, taking responsibility for the part you play in your own life. Okay, if you had a traumatic childhood, if you were abused physically, psychologically, emotionally, sexually, any of the above, when you become an adult, it's your responsibility to deal with your shit, to deal with your trauma. Well, how do you do that, Malik? Let me tell you how I did it. I had to take a walk within. What does that mean, Malik? That means taking a break from society's norms and expectations placed upon you. Pushing all that shit off to the side and focusing solely on you. Get into a meditative state and reflect back on the circumstances and situations and or actions that took from the innocence. the innocence that you had before the world put its hooks in you. The world being indicative of circumstances, people, and the evil that can live within people, in the form of actions perpetrated against you. In that meditative state, you go back to those situations and you forgive the individual that subjugated you to those circumstances and actions. Not for them, but for yourself. The analogy I give, and I'm going to break it down for you real fast. If you hold a 16-ounce bottle of water out straight from your body, it don't weigh nothing, but do it for 10 hours. It'll wear your motherfucking arm out. Shoulder, trapezius, all that. You'll be wore out. Now relate that to negative emotions and disdain that you hold in your heart for somebody that did you wrong in whatever manner. If you holding on to it, the longer you hold on to it, the more it hurts you. That's why you forgive them. Not for them, for you. Put them motherfucking bags down. Then you gotta forgive yourself. Especially if you were a child when a lot of this was perpetrated against you. It wasn't your fault. So again, getting back to when you attain the maturity of adulthood, because age don't necessarily make you that. Some people live their whole life and never grow the fuck up. Some people are very, very, very skilled at putting on facades for folks. And they hide their inadequacies that they view themselves, or they know about themselves, that they have about themselves. Very skilled. So, once you've forgiven them and forgiven yourself, then you deal with that trauma. You allow yourself to feel those emotions. When you revisit the past in a meditative state, so you got to understand when you play them tapes through mentally, the subconscious mind, again, it never ceases to record. You can get right back to those situations and it'll feel like it's just now happening. And you have to feel those emotions. Don't hold on to them. Feel them. Let them move through you and release them. That way you can move on with a light heart. Let that energy flow through and out your body. And truly for true, let it go. The dark side of you, the ego, the lower self, the carnal self. You have to embrace that as well. You can't see all you folks, let me just say this. All you folks that, claim not to embody, the capacity for your shit to stink. Let me break it down for y'all. It's impossible. Universal law of polarity. See, I tell y'all all the time, don't poke your chest out when all you know is what you've learned from your oppressors or the conquerors. Sit your monkey ass down. Respectfully. You understand? That ain't it. How can you expect somebody that got their foot on your goddamn neck to teach you what's necessary for you to uplift yourself? Ain't gonna happen, Captain. Don't turn blue in the face waiting. Our ancestors didn't turn blue in the face waiting. And I know a lot of them is pissed the fuck off. The ancestors, yeah. Because a lot of us ain't got near fucking piece of spine in our goddamn body. Go along to get along. You might as well bend over and spread your ass cheeks open. And say, come on, get it. Through embellishment, that's a real life analogy to what a lot of y'all do. But anyway, back to it. I don't want to stray. You know, and you have to embrace the good and bad sides of yourself, flaws and all. You have to get to a point where as though you can unconditionally, continually, on a constant basis, love who you are. Wherever there exists docility, there must exist hostility, vice versa. Where there's good, there has to exist bad. Where there's bad, there has to exist good. But we all have been given free will, and we all must conquer our own demons and master ourselves in order to ascend to a higher level of consciousness and awareness. ETC. It's a process, you know. And for my Muslim brothers and sisters and my Christian brothers and sisters, you know, for the Muslims, Assalamu alaikum. But check this out. Don't you think just because you took Shahada that the work is done. For my Christian brothers and sisters, don't you think just because you've been baptized that the work has been done. Understand that inner transformation, that inner jihad, it's a process. It took you years to get the way you are. It may take years for you to get up out of it. And it ain't sweet. It's easy for us to point the finger and bash somebody else for their, shortcomings. But can you look yourself in the mirror and confront your motherfucking self? And deal with yourself with the same aggression and abandonment and reckless abandonment at that you deal with others? Now there's something that take more heart than it do to pull the trigger or stab somebody. Take more heart to deal with your own shit. You know? So, to bring it on home, man, in order for you to really truly believe in yourself and know who you are, you need to get in tune with yourself. And when you get in tune with yourself, you're getting in tune with the universe. You're getting in tune with nature. You're getting in tune with the ancestors. Everybody that lived before you in your bloodline exists within you via the DNA. You have to activate that. Do you honestly believe that they're going to teach you how to do that? You think they don't know the process of how that goes? Look through the videos. I have partially declassified CIA documents and partially declassified NSA documents where they've ran experiments on people. One is called HemiSync. Look it up. And I forget the other one that escapes me right now, but the government they've dissected us. Literally. They plan in 20-year intervals. They exercise and utilize think tanks. What do? A whole lot of, listen, man, don't take this as a knock. And if my man said, no disrespect intended, but if you offended, can't take it back. Handle your business. I don't own the rights to those lyrics. Again, shout out to Hove. It is what it is, man. The truth owes no apology or no explanation, man. So if the shoe fit, goddammit, and you're triggered by what I said, then look your motherfucking self in the mirror and do the work. Don't get mad at somebody else, but you can do what you want to do. I'm just keeping it funky with the people, you know? You gotta address your own shit. It ain't about pointing the finger. It's about being the change you want to see. Easier said than done. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, to carry it back home, man, you have to believe in you. In order for you to believe in you, I believe it's my opinion that one must go through the processes necessary and prerequisite to know oneself. Being true to thyself ain't just about, being stingy with your energy, your time, and your resources and your funds. Deeper than that. Deeper than that, man. Don't get caught up in that mental box that the conquerors laid for us. They have, listen, man, they've ran, let me bust this down for y'all. They've ran experiments whereas though they know how to implement a prison within one's mind. I said a prison within your mind. Ain't nobody got to do a goddamn thing to you. You'll do it to yourself. So unpoke your chest. And don't never feel like your cup of knowledge is full. It's the only process you can never complete. Seeking knowledge. Knowledge in and of itself. That's why I make the disclaimer I do in the beginning of all my videos, just about. And I don't feel like I'm better than nobody else. I am different. I do embody my own individuality, and I've truly embraced that. For a long time in my life, I didn't. I was for a large portion of my life, I was always preoccupied with what they going to think, what they going to say, fuck what they going to do. You dig? And just we have to step up to the plate for our goddamn selves. See, the thing that they're afraid of, and this is anybody that's in opposition of our rising, the thing that they're afraid of is us tapping into ourselves. Paying homage to our foremothers and forefathers, the ancestors. Those the only people died for you. Those the only people that sacrificed anything for your ass. And they want to, what P.E. say? Most of my heroes don't appear on no stamp. And then even if they do, they didn't pay no homage to to them when they was alive. They the ones that killed them. I don't want to rant. You know what I mean? I believe y'all all get the picture, anybody that's watching this video, man. So believe in your greatness, man. Believe in yourself, man. Believe in your capabilities. Embrace your qualities and characteristics, all your flaws, the good and bad. Because sometimes you need to let that other side out. Sometimes it's necessary. Stop being spooked the fuck out about your culture. Stop being misled by your open oppressor and your enemy. You know? Told you, man, all these large corporations, man, ain't nothing but the new plantations. And a lot of places are just microcosms of the governmental structure. It's sickening, man, when I see these jokers, man, they fucking their own people around just to have a seat at master's table. Come on, man. A lot of y'all got shit fucked up, man. You've been entrusted in certain positions, man. When you get a position, it ain't just about you. A lot of people ought to be grateful for the type of society that we living in right now, even though that don't save you. Because on the right day, in the wrong individual, or the right day in the right individual, all that shit you hold near and dear won't mean a motherfucking thing. So look, man, if I can give you guys any advice, man, stop doing people dirty, man. Stop doing people dirty. Be equitable. You ain't got to be nice. You ain't got to kiss nobody's ass. Be equitable. With that, man, I'm gone, man. One.